Hey guys, this is Licious again from ClimaxCombo. We're back with another Leaks of the Week. This week we're continuing off with the Love Live booster and the Love Live trial deck. Both of those are coming out on the 13th of June, so very soon. I have pre-ordered 5 boosters and I have pre-ordered 2 TDs already, so do be expecting an opening around the 3rd week of June, because it usually takes about a week for them to ship in. So do expect an opening in a couple weeks, and it should be very exciting and fun times. But before we get started, I would like to apologize. Last week I said that the booster was based off the Love Live movie, but that is not correct. It is based off the iOS game. It explains a lot. That explains why so much of the art is familiar, because as I was doing the leaks, I was like, these don't look like the movie art, they look like the iOS game. And now it all makes sense. So yes, someone last week in the comments did correct me. However, I could not reply to that comment directly. I'm not too sure why that happens sometimes, but I couldn't reply to it directly. So I'll just say it here. Thank you very much for correcting me. I just assumed it was on the 13th of June because, or I just assumed it was the movie booster because on the 13th of June is when the movie is being released in Japan. So once again, I do apologize for that. But anyways, now, with that out of the way, let us get started. So first off is this 105k uncommon Kotori. She's music. What she does is she climax combos with this 2k1 right here. Draw a card, yeah. So 2k1, it's a climax common. What this does is when this card declares an attack with the 2k1, you may pay cost, which is 1. If you do, choose one Wonderful First Dream or Makeshift Disguise from your waiting room. Return it to your hand, and this card gains plus 2k until the end of the turn. Translator's note: Makeshift Disguise is the Kotori event from the first Love Live booster. Yep, indeed it is. It is the first. It is the event counter in the first Love Live booster. But anyways, it grabs 2 cards. So it grabs the first event from the first Love Live booster, and it grabs the other event, Wonderful First Dream, which is right here. Since we're here, I guess I'll talk about this event first. So the Wonderful First Dream event is this one. It's a 2/0 uncommon. What this does is when you play this event, you choose one character. It gains plus 3k until the end of the turn, and then you choose one of your other character. You choose one character and gains the following ability until the end of the turn. When this card is reversed in battle and the level of this card's battling opponent is equal or lower than the level of this card, you may place that character to reverse. So this card is pretty interesting. It's costless, and also it has 2 effects, and you can choose them. You can choose to distribute it to different characters. The first event says choose one of your characters. It gains plus 3k until the end of the turn, period. So that means the second effect is not tied to the first. So the second effect is kind of like a totally separate effect. So you can distribute the 2 effects. Because it'd be really stupid if you have to give a character plus 3k and the suicide ability. That's just like, that's dumb. So it's nice that you can do that. So you give a character plus 3k, then you choose another character and you give it a suicide ability. So you kind of get to win 2 battles, because of course the character you give 3k, 3k is quite a lot of power. So hopefully with the 3k power, it should be out of backup range. And the second ability, of course, gives a suicider ability. If you're going to use a suicider ability, you might as well take advantage of it and try to 1-for-1 when you do use the suicide ability. So pretty nifty event. I'm sure it can be quite useful at times. Kotori deck is, should be pretty useful. And what's cool is this card is not really bound to like Kotori waifu deck. This event you can use in any deck, because you just choose any character and you could give it the following ability. So not really related to a Kotori waifu deck. The other event, I'm sure many of you guys do know, it's this event right here, the Makeshift Disguise. Pretty much this card is linked for only Kotori waifu decks, because this card can only work on a Kotori. And yeah, honestly, you can't really use this in the main deck because there's not that many good Kotori cards, to be completely honest. Like level 0, there's a couple like tech Kotori cards. At level 1, there's pretty much like no beater Kotori cards except the 1/1 that allows you to get around backups. That's pretty much the most optimal target for this card, and I do see a couple players run it, and I have tried it myself a couple times. It's really useful in certain matchups, which is pretty awesome. But besides that, it's kind of a gimmicky card. So without a lot of good Kotori cards in the main deck, this Makeshift Disguise isn't that good. So yeah, pretty much save this Makeshift Disguise card for the waifu builds. So I guess with that being said, the Christmas date Kotori, the Climax combo is okay. you 2k1, so you break even, and then you get to pay 1, and then you get to salvage one of the 2 events, which is nice because you do +1 in the end since the 2k1 breaks even, and you pay 1, so you do plus, and the Kotori has decent sized power. However, in like your normal builds, you're probably only going to be grabbing the Wonderful First Stream because, like I said, the Makeshift Disguise is really going to just be used in the waifu decks, I'd say. So pretty much in the main deck, you could grab the Wonderful First Stream, which is a pretty cool event. Like I said, you get to give a 3k power, and you get to give another character Suicider ability, so it's kind of cool. But with that being said, I don't think it's that great. I think you should be saving your Climax combo lineup for better Climax combos. Like if 2k1 combos, the really good ones is of course a double attacker, Muse level 3 from the second extra booster. If you want a 2k1 combo, I think that one's better because I would say that's Love Live's best game ender at this point because double attacking seems really scary, and of course the double attacker has a very cheap cost and she heals, so the double attacker is all around really good. So I would say your 2k1 combos should be reserved for that, and also, you know, if you want, the other Climax should be Gate, so don't really see space for this Kotori. It's cool, but because you plus and the event you can grab is pretty cool. I think it's nice, but I don't really see space in the main deck for this Kotori. However, for the waifu deck, it's good. I think, like I said, you +1, so in the waifu deck it's good. I don't really think Kotori has a lot of ways to plus, because the only gate, or the only way Kotori decks can plus, I'm assuming, is probably the gate from her Wonderful Rush Climax combo, because you're going to be running the gate, so you might as well be running the Wonderful Rush gate with that. And besides that, I don't really think she has much ways to plus, so maybe the Climax combo, the one where you could combo. Last week we saw the combo with the Flare Trigger, or not? Was it a Flare Trigger? I think so. It was the combo. The child deck Kotori, I guess if you have multiple of those, then you can plus. But still, I think this Kotori is really good for the waifu deck because you can grab this event, which I think is pretty cool. And of course, the Makeshift Disguise should be quite useful in the Kotori waifu deck since this card can target every card in your waifu deck. So in the waifu deck, I would say it's pretty much. I would run in my waifu deck. I think it's really good in it. But besides that, I wouldn't run it. Art's really cute though. Kotori's just really cute in general, so yeah, there's that. Anyways, more Kotori cards. 001k trial deck. Pretty much global 500. Really good. Love Live didn't have a global 500 assist at level 0. So the fact that they get one is quite nice. And it's only from the trial deck, so pretty nice. Still, I don't really think... I mean, it could be used, but because a level 0 500 global is a pretty big deal. But we already have a really good 500 global in the Umi assist from the first booster that also brainstorms. So I mean that Umi assist is already staple in every Love Live deck. So I mean, and if you have extra space in your level 0 lineup, maybe you could run this 500 global. But honestly, I would say just keep the 500 globals to the level 1 Umi from the first booster. It's a trial deck card, so it's really good for a trial deck card because 500 global in a trial deck, definitely very nice to have. And Umi is pretty expensive, so for starting Love Live players, having a very cheap 500 global is most appreciated. On to Tuesday. Whoa. Maki, the best. Anyways, 2-1, 7-5, uncommon. As you can tell, she climax combos with this 2k1 here. Climax common once again. What this card does, or she's music as well. What she does is, if you have 6 or more cards in your hand, this card gains plus 15, so it'll be a 2-1-9k. Once again, climax combos with the 2k1 here. When this card reverses its opponent in battle, and you have the climax combo, you have the 2k1 in your climax border, you may pay cost. If you do, draw 2 cards. I think that this card is pretty nifty. Definitely for an uncommon. It's a 2-1-9k, which is respectable. It's pretty much as strong as you're going to get for a 2-1. Of course, the downside is that you have 6 or more cards in your hand. Not too hard to accomplish. If you're running blue, you're probably going to be running the level 3 Maki that on play, draw 2, ditch 1, so you get to plus. Most Love Live decks at least run 4 to 5 gates, so that's pretty good as well. And also, you do have the Umi Brainstorm and that usually is a very good way to keep up your hand size. So Love Life, usually pretty easy to keep up in hand size, so most of the time it should be a 219k to be completely honest. Also, the Climax combo is good. Climax, if you don't hit the 219k threshold, if you don't have 6 or more cards in your hand when you play this Maki, then definitely the Climax combo should help you, because once again, the Climax combo does plus U2, because when this card reverses his opponent in battle, you pay 1, you draw 2 cards. The Climax itself breaks even because it's a 2k1, so you break even. And then when you kill something, you pay 1, and then you draw 2 cards. What I really like about this event, or this level 2 Maki, is that you pay the cost after you reverse your opponent's character. Because a lot of like level 2 Climax combos usually require you to pay 1 on attack and then you gain the effect, but those aren't as good because, you know, if they back up and then you get reversed, then you pay cost for nothing. However, this Maki is you pay cost on reverse, so it makes it so that if you it guarantees the Climax combo, and it makes it much safer to use, because if you do get reversed, then I guess no harm, no foul, you don't really lose anything. But so yeah, that's what I really like about this Maki. Like I said, most level 2 Climax combos require you to like pay 1 on attack, but this one is pay 1 on reverse, which is quite nice, and you get to draw 2 cards. So you do plus 2. So and there's no level restriction to this. You don't have to like reverse a level 2 or level 3. You can reverse anything. So like even if you don't have like 5 or if you don't have 6 or more cards in your hand, you can play her, put it in front of a level 0 or like a level 1, 2k1 her, and then when you kill something, you pay 1, and then you get a lot of benefits. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Definitely for an uncommon. But once again, I'm not too sure if you're gonna have space for this card, because I mean, at level 2, if you're running blue, you're definitely going to be running the level 3 Maki that comes out at level 2. And if you have the level 3 Maki, once again, she's very big body, and she draw 2, ditch 1 on play, so she pluses you as well. So the level 3 Maki kind of does what this Maki does, but you know, without the Climax combo. Yes, you need to have 6 or more Climaxes in your waiting room when you play the level 3 Maki, but honestly, that's not too hard to accomplish. So the level 3 Maki kinda does what this card does, and if you're tight on space, then there's not really much room for this Climax combo, because if you're not running the Climax combo, honestly, this Maki is really bad. Or there's like no point in playing this Maki at all if you're not running the Climax combo. If you're not running the Climax combo, you might as well be running the 2-1 Umi from the first booster. But yeah, so just a little tight on space. I do think the Climax combo is cool because you plus 1 billion, and yeah, I mean, that's just awesome. So, and it's uncommon, so I don't know. I like it a lot, but I don't know if there will be space for this Maki. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that. But for waifu deck, once again, you already have the 3-2 Maki, but at level 2, Maki doesn't have much going on for her besides the level 3 Maki that comes out early. So you could run this card, but honestly, like, the Maki waifu deck shouldn't really have problems with hand size, especially with the Maki event that does plus you 1 every time it successfully goes off. So maybe you might overdraw if you use this Climax combo in your waifu deck, but still, for the Maki waifu deck, I do think this card is most appreciated because, like I said, at level 2, Maki didn't have much going on for her, so having a good level 2 conjunction with the 3-2 Maki from the first booster should be quite nice in the waifu deck. So, yeah. In the main deck, once again, just not enough space, I think, so I don't think it'll be used. It's hella cute, though, so maybe. Nah, to be honest, I don't think like it's going to be run, but I like it. I think it's cool, but I don't think it's going to be run. Anyways, more trial deck cards, 1-1, 2K, TD, music, and swimsuit. It's an assist. It's a 500 front assist, and it's a plus 500. 500 front assist and plus 1 level assist. Has another effect of when it's played from hand to stage. Reveal top card of your deck. If that card is a music character, add it to your hand, then discard a card. This Hanayo is okay. Of course, the assist is pretty good because it's 500 in front and plus 1 level, but at the cost of her costing 1 stock, so that's why her assist is really good. And her on play is meh. I mean, you reveal top. If it's music, add it, then discard. A lot of cards have this effect by now, so I mean, the level 0 Hanayo from the School Idol Festival booster had an on-play ability like that, so like it's not like we've been needing that ability, because if you wanted that ability, you could just run the level 0 Hanayo from the School Idol Festival booster, and that card's a level 0, and it doesn't cost anything, so like the second ability is kind of like meh. Honestly, it's just kind of here for the plus 1 level assist and the plus 500 power. Not that good. I don't think the love. I mean, plus 1 level is always nice. Always makes your characters hard to side and make them pretty much immune to suiciders most of the time. Definitely makes your characters immune to level 1 suiciders, which is a pretty big deal. But I mean, most of Love Live's level 1 game is costless, so when they do suicide into them, it's not that big of a deal. Like if you have a 1-1 and it gets suicided into, that's a pretty big deal. But if you have like a 1-0 that gets suicided into, not the end of the world, because your opponent only 1-for-1s, and you didn't really pay stock for that character. So, and even if your characters do cost stock, usually it's the 1-1 Umi from the extra booster, and that one has Clock Encore, so you can just Clock Encore and then hit them directly, and they'll be taking more damage. So, yeah. Don't really think the plus 1 level is necessary, so I don't really think this card's that awesome. But definitely not bad. If I ever feel like it's nice that Love Live now has a plus 1 level assist, I should say. I wish it was costless though, because having a costless plus 1 level assist is awesome. Like Angel Beats has one, and of course Idolmaster has one. Milky Holmes has one now. So having these plus 1 level assists, I think it's great. I love plus 1 level assist, but this one costs 1, and that makes me more iffy towards it. But I think it's nice to have. Also, it kind of sucks that it's 2k power, really weak. So in susceptible to Wing Slayer range, not very relevant nowadays, but still something to keep in mind. So very low power, which is quite saddening as well. So like it's weaker than the 1-0 Umi, which is weird. I don't know, the 1-0 Umi's hitting 3k power honestly makes no sense. Like why is 1-0 Umi so strong? She shouldn't be 3k. But I'm not complaining, I've run the deck, so I still find it weird it's so strong. But anyways, this Hanayo is really low power too, which is also another downside to this card. But the art is cute as well. So maybe if Love Live ever needs a plus 1 level assist, then yes, it costs 1, but not the end of the world, so Hanayo might be useful. But as of right now, I'm not planning on running this card. But maybe one day. It's nice to have. Anyways, Wednesday, another double R, 3-2 double R Kotori, Music and Wafuku. What she does is for every other music character you control, she gains plus 500. So if you have a full field of music before it says she's 11-5. And then she has another effect of when she's played from hand to stage or via change, you get to heal. I guess I'll go over her healer. Her changer first. Of course, her changer is this 2-1-5k uncommon Kotori, Music and Wafuku. What she does is she's a level assist in front. And she has another effect of during the start of your climax phase, you may pay cost, which is pay 2, discard 1. If you do, choose one summer festival date Kotori from your waiting room and place it onto the original border of this card. This double R Kotori is kinda like meh. She's a healer and she's big power. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of healers that are just big power. I'd rather have a healer that does something else, like the Hanayo from the School Idol Festival booster, the Eddie from the School Idol Festival booster. Is there any other healer? I guess the 3-2 double attacking Muse also counts. I'd rather have a healer that does something else that's not just big power, because power, it helps you win the game by, like if your opponent can't kill it, then it can cause problems for them. But like I'd rather just have other abilities that do other things. So not really a big fan of this Kotori, because she's essentially an 11-5 vanilla healer, because that's all she does. She heals and she just sits there with huge power. But not huge power, decent power, because she's 11-5. So kind of meh, kind of sucks. It's a double R. I mean, like, it's just like an 11-5 healer, and Love Live wasn't in like a desperate need of a healer. We have a plethora of healers at this point in time, so it's like meh. The changer, like, I'm not a big fan of this healer, so I wouldn't really be a big fan of the level assist, because it's a level assist, which is cool, but its secondary effect is a changer. And Love Live has other really good level assists to choose from. We have the one from the first booster that gains you a stock. We have the one from the second booster that distributes extra soul. We have one from the Love Live extra booster that you could tap the two, and then like when you kill something, you like hand fix. So they're better if you're not running the level 3. Then definitely don't run this Kotori. This Kotori really has no point if you're not running the changer. Honestly, once again, like I said, I'm not a fan of this level 3. If you wanted a Kotori changer, I'd rather run the one from the School Idol Festival booster, the one that changes into the 3-2-11k, the 3-2-10k that has a flare trigger and gives 1k on attack. Like, that Kotori is going to be 11k base, because most of the time you will have 3 more music, so she'll essentially be 11k base. She has the flare trigger, and on attack she can give 1k, so she can give it to herself and she'll be 12k, or you can give it another character and that character can kill things easier. So I'd rather have that level 3 Kotori changer, because at level 3 that Kotori does things like it game ends. But this level 3 Kotori, like if you play it at level 3, it doesn't really do much. It's pretty cool at level 2 because it's like big power. But once again, like I said, the other Kotori is really close to matching her in power, because she sits at 11k most of the time and she gives more. So on offense, she's also stronger as well. So like, honestly, maybe I'll just pull it out really quickly. This one, I think this one is going to be a better change target than, I think this one's just a lot better than this level 3 Kotori. So honestly, I don't really like this level 3 Kotori. Kind of a bummer. It's kind of a useless double R, in my opinion. But Love Live is no stranger to useless double R, so it's just like whatever. So because I don't like this level 3, I don't like this changer. Like, they're way, or I don't like the changer level assist. They're way better level assists, and there are better changers. But for the waifu deck, this Kotori should be most appreciated, because Kotori did not have a healer before. So now that they do have a healer, it's very good. And once again, Kotori waifu deck did not have a level assist, so the Kotori waifu deck gaining a level assist is quite nice. But even if I was running the waifu deck, I would still probably run the 2-3 change into this Kotori instead of running a 2-3 change into this Kotori, because like I said, I think this one gives a lot more benefits. So it's only kind of nice for the waifu deck, because Kotori didn't have one before. And this card kind of makes like the trial deck Honoka we saw last week useless, because the trial deck Honoka was a healer and she sat at 11k. But why not have a healer that can sit at 11.5 most of the time? So kind of like lame. They make the last, like now the last week's Honoka is really useless, because last week's trial deck Honoka, like she was a healer. Oh, spoilers! Don't look at that. But I guess I'll pull it out really quickly. Like last week's Honoka, the only benefit she was is that she was big body. But now you have a card that's even bigger body and does the exact same thing as Honoka, that it has also the potential to be changed into. So the last week's like trial deck level 3 is very disappointing, and now there's no real point to running that card, which is kind of saddening, but whatever. Let's go on. 1/6k uncommon Umi. She's just music. What she does is she has experience. When there is a Happy Maker Umi in your level area, this card gains plus 1500. If you don't know what the Happy Maker Umi is, I guess I'll pull it out really quickly. Whoa, that's not what I want to see. Oh, what? They don't have it yet? Oh well. Essentially, it's the level 3 Umi in the Love Live Volume 2 booster. That one is pretty good, only for Umi waifu deck. So, of course, this card synergizing with the Happy Maker Umi is automatically a dead giveaway that this card is reserved for waifu decks, because the level 3 Happy Maker Umi, her ability only went off if you had a full field of Umis on the field. So, that being said, this card is already reserved for waifu deck. So if you have the level 3 Happy Maker Umi in your level up area, then she gains 1500, so she sits at a 1175, which is a very high power. And it has another effect of when this card reverses its opponent in battle with Secret Thoughts on your Climax border, you may choose one character from your waiting room and return it to your hand. They don't show what she combos with here, but I believe it is a gate. If you look at the box art of the booster, then you will see on the side that there is an Umi Climax that has a gate, and the Umi Climax looks like all the other Climaxes. They look like this, where they're giving away chocolate. So I'm pretty sure it's safe to assume that this Umi is going to Climax Combo with the gate. So because I'm going to assume she Climax Combo with the gate, so because she Climax Combo with the gate, I'm going to say that this Umi is terrific for the waifu deck, because she sits at 1175, which is very good, but she also Climax Combos with the gate, and when you do kill something with the gate, you get to salvage a character from your waiting room and add it to your hand, which is just plain awesome. So yeah, like I said before, Umi waifu deck I already thought was the one of the two strongest waifu decks, her and Eddie, both of the two being the strongest waifu decks in my opinion. But definitely this does power Umi up a lot more, because once again she combos with the gate, so now you can run 8 gates in your waifu deck, because in the last booster Umi got a gate, and now this booster she's getting another gate, so the Umi waifu deck already has 8 gates now, which is very good. They have a 1175, which they really didn't need, because they already had the 117k with Clock Encore from the extra booster, but I guess now they have a 1175, and now they have a very good Climax Combo at level 1 that allows them to break even, push for damage, and even plus if you have multiple Umis on the field. So definitely very awesome, and it's only uncommon, so man, at this point I might as well make an Umi waifu deck, because I have all the components for one. I'm just too lazy to put them in a sleeve and then in a double sleeve, but definitely awesome. And Umi's really cute. I like Umi as well. Anyways, last card, once again, trial deck, 002k, TD, music. During your own turn, this card gains plus 1k, so it hits at 3k. As another effect of when this card declares an attack, choose up to 2 music characters, and they gain plus 500 until the end of the turn. Meh, this card's like kinda whatever. She hits at 3k during your turn, which is not bad. And when she attacks, you give 2 other characters plus 500 power, so it can give your other characters a better chance at reversing your opponent's character, or giving them the chance of being outside of backup range, which is quite nice. So this Honkers, not bad, but definitely I don't think it's going to be a stable card. Love Live usually had a couple extra deck space for tech cards, and if you want to use this like as your tech card, then by all means, I think you can do it. It's not the worst thing ever, not the greatest thing ever though. So if you like Honkers a lot, and or you just feel like you need more power, then I guess this Honoka can do you justice. I personally don't really like it. I think it's kind of meh. I rather use like other tech cards, but this Honoka's not bad. It's okay. So I guess I'll leave it at that. It's cool for a trial deck card, I would say, I guess. Actually, Love Live already kind of had this. They had the 1-0 Eddie from the first trial deck that gave 2 characters 500 on attack. Yet again, that's a level 1, and this is a level 0, so that's different. So I guess this Honoka is not bad. Sorry, just rambling. Anyways, on to Thursday. Oh, sorry, I gotta respond to this text really quick. So sorry about that. Anyways, 103k double R Nico. Oh, this one is just dumb. Music on Wafuku. What this does is a 500 global, and has another effect of pay 1, tap 2, mill top 4. For every climax you hit, search for a music character, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Sounds familiar? Because it should, because it's the 1-0 Umi Brainstorm from the first booster. Like, why do we get these double R reprints? Weird, like that Umi was already staple, like no question asked. Everyone ran that Umi, and they had to reprint the Umi that everyone already ran into a Nico, and it's double R, so it's even harder to get than the first Umi, because the first Umi was only an R, but now this given it was like a $10 R, but still it was only an R, and now this Nico is double R, so it makes it harder, and it's an exact copy of the Umi, which we all already knew and loved. So like, what's the point? Like, it's kind of dumb that they, like, why do they always keep reprinting these damn cards for Love Live? But whatever. Anyways, just kind of mad. But we all know Umi. We all know her. We all love her. If you ever played Love Live, or if you ever played against a Love Live deck, you've seen that Umi. You probably know it. You probably hate it, unless you're playing the Love Live deck. Then you love it. So now, I guess the only benefit to this is that it's in green. So one of the main reasons why Love Live decks ran yellow was because of the Umi Brainstorm. The Umi Brainstorm is just really awesome. So that card was staple, and that was a very good reason to run yellow. Like, the best cards in yellow is that Brainstorm, the 1/0 Eddie, the 2/1 Umi, and like the 3/2 double attacker. Those are like, and the 1/1 Umi with Clock Encore. Just the top of my head, off a couple really good yellow cards. And level 3 has really good yellow cards as well, like the Hanayo level 3. But I guess with this, maybe I'm assuming Bushiroad is trying to make like Love Live players stray away from yellow, given the fact that this booster and the last booster did not have yellow. Maybe they're just trying to spice things up in the Love Live decks by making players give incentives to not run yellow, just to, I guess, give more options in deck building. And every Love Live player is always going to run yellow because of that Umi. But now perhaps we don't always have to run yellow because we have this Nico now. So maybe we can do like, green, red, blue builds instead of yellow, green, red builds. We could do like green, red, blue, or just like green, blue, or like green, red. We'll see. But I assume that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us stray away from always running yellow no matter what in our Love Live builds, which I think is cool, but still kind of mad that it's a double R because it's going to be hard to get and or expensive. So, like, nah, damn it. Just make it an R like the other Umi, you assholes. But, whatever. I think, even though I say that and I'm still kind of mad, I do think it's cool because, once again, it gives us a reason to not run yellow in Love Live because, if they make better 1/0s, like green now has a really good 1/0. They have the 1/0 Nozomi. So perhaps if they print like more better 1/0s, then maybe we don't always have to run yellow in our Love Live decks, and now maybe green, red, blue might be like the staple, or might be a strong contender to being a staple deck. So despite me being pretty mad that it's a double R reprint of a really good card we already have, and that this card's going to be expensive, kind of like it because it does spice things up. And the art's cute, so whatever. I'm getting 5 boxes, so I hope I get like 3 or 4 of these. 3 probably. I hope I get 3 of these. Anyways, let's go on. 00 Eddie Common Music Book. This card has an ability of, when this card is played from hand to stage, you may pay cost, which is discard the Happy Maker Eddie. If you do, search your deck for 1 music character, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. Honestly, don't really like this Eddie. Because to use her ability, you have to discard the Happy Maker Eddie. The Happy Maker Eddie was her level 3 in the Volume 2 booster, and that Eddie is really good. That Eddie does have a gimmicky waifu only ability. However, that Eddie can be used in any Love Live deck because that Eddie is a really good clock shooter. So this card can potentially be used in your normal decks because, like I said, the level 3 Happy Maker can be used in any deck that runs green. And so just the fact that this card works with a card that works in any deck makes it okay, or playable, I should say. But still, I would say stick to your generic one, or stick to the generic 00 searchers, the one that's pay 1, discard a card. Because yes, the other searchers do have to pay 1. The other searchers are more versatile because this card you have to specifically discard a Happy Maker Eddie, and if you don't have a Happy Maker Eddie, then you can't search. Or if you're level 3 and you want to play more Happy Maker Eddies, kind of sucks discarding your game enders or search something when the 00 generic ones get to search anything and you don't have to discard your game ender. So definitely I would say stick to your generic searchers because they're more versatile, and a lot of times you want to discard climaxes, and that's really good. Definitely worth the 1 stock. This Eddie, very limited to what you can discard, and yes, it's costless, but I'd rather have to pay 1 discard to get extra versatility off of it. Also, this one's even weaker than the other generic searcher. The generic searchers in Love Live only sit at 2k, so they're 500 power weaker than the other generic searcher in other series. The other series usually have searchers that sit at 2.5, so it kind of sucks that the Love Live ones are... No, the Love Live ones are 1500 power. Yeah, so the Love Live searchers are already very low power, so like having a 1k searcher just like makes it all that much worse, so don't run this card. Even in like, I guess in your waifu deck, Eddie didn't have a searcher, so your waifu decks still kind of sucks. You're discarding your game ender because the Eddie waifu deck, of course, you don't have gates. You don't have you don't have gates, so you can't really like salvage. So kind of sucks. You had to discard your game ender in the waifu deck, but I guess they have nothing better besides the clock brainstorm. But even then, you need to have them in the clock. So, it's just an egg card, and definitely just reserve it for the waifu decks. Lastly, 003K Hanayo TD Vanilla is everyone's favorite. Let's go on. It's cute. Friday, the last day. As you can see from the picture, it's Maki, but don't be too happy. Anyways, 002K double R. So the first double R for blue, I believe. Music and Wafuku. What this does is, when this card is played from hand to stage, you may pay cost, which is discard a card. If you do look up to 4 cards from the top of your deck, choose one blue character amongst them, show it to your opponent, add it to your hand, then discard the remaining amount. Man, what a letdown. Like, I saw this card, and I was reading it, and I was getting super excited, until it said, choose a blue character. And then I cried a little inside. Why couldn't they just make it search any music character and add it to your hand? Why must they restrict it to blue? I was so ready for this ability. I was waiting for it since Volume 2 booster. But sadly, what we get is one that is limited to blue characters. And it's a double R. Like, damn it, if it's a double R, if it's rarer than Akatsuki, if it's rarer than Azusa, like even the Sakura from Fate Stay Night, Unlimited Blade Works was, I think, like an uncommon or an R. And that one searched only green characters. So why is the one that only searches blue characters a double R? Like, damn it, Bushiro, get your rarities right. But, anyways, it only grabs blue characters. So, of course, if your deck has enough blue characters to make this card consistent, then by all means, I guess you can run it. But honestly, blue in Love Live is more like a splash color, because at level 0 they have some okay blues. They have like the 004K Maki, they have the 00 Hanayo that on play you get to hand fix. You got the blue searcher, the blue generic searchers. You have I guess that's all I guess you have this card if you're running it. So that's a couple off my head, top of my head. Level 1, there's no like really good blue cards. Yeah, no really good blue cards at level 1, so that definitely lowers the playability of this card by a lot already. Level 2, once again, not much very good blue cards, because you pretty much run blue for the 3-2 Maki, and yeah, but I mean that's like not a lot of cards, not enough cards in the main Love Live, in the cookie cutter Love Live decks. There's not enough blue cards to justify this card's worth or playability, because most of the time, if you're running like the cookie cutter build for like yellow, red, blue, then you're not going to have enough targets for this Maki. And it sucks because you can only choose a blue character amongst them. You can't choose a blue card. So like even another good reason to run blue was the 1/1 Smile Push-Up Backup. But you can't even grab that because you can only grab characters. So once again, it lowers the playability of this card. So in general, pretty much only for the waifu deck. Of course, for the waifu deck, Maki's main color is blue, so you're going to be able to grab 90% of the deck, since most of the deck is blue, and a little splash of yellow in your waifu deck. I guess it would kind of suck, because if you hit like a yellow card, a climax, an event, and like one blue card, then maybe like, you know, you can only grab one blue character, because the Maki waifu deck does run a lot of events, because it has a really good Maki event, and it has a really good Smile Push-Up event backup, and you're running 8 climaxes, of course, and you're running a couple yellow cards. So even like the waifu deck, it might miss, but even then, I would say just reserve it for the waifu deck, unless this booster introduces a lot of good blue cards, but I don't really see that happening. So once again, save it for the waifu decks. Like, it's not worth running a lot of blue cards just to make this card playable. So kind of saddening. because the art's cute, because it's Maki, and all her cards are cute. But and it's double R, so why couldn't it be as good as the other ones? But once again, Love Live is already powerful enough, so they didn't. I guess they don't really need it. So there's that. 3-2 10k R, level 3 Maki, or she's Musica Mafuku. What she does is, when this card is played from hand to stage, search your deck for up to one music character, show it to your opponent, then add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck. There's another effect of this ability can only be activated once per turn. When this card reverses its opponent in battle, and you have another Happy Maker Maki on your stage, you may pay cost, or just pay 1, discard a card. If you do, heal. So this Maki is kind of cool. I like the idea behind it. On play, you get to search for a character. Of course, the prime target of this card is you're going to be searching for the Happy Maker Maki from the second booster, because without the Happy Maker Maki, this card doesn't really do much of anything. But when you do have the Happy Maker Maki, when you kill something, you have to pay 1, discard a card. And it's nice, you get to discard any card. It's not discard a character or discard a climax, whatever. Pay 1, discard a card, and you get to heal. Kind of reminds me of the Starduster Himuro, or whatever her name is from Little Busters, the one that gets to constantly heal every time you kill a level 2 or higher. So it reminds me of that. But, and of course, as you can see, translator's note, I forgot to mention, thank you for reminding me, this ability does work on both turns. So like you kill something on your turn, pay 1, discard, heal. Next turn they attack into it, back up, pay 1, discard, heal. And heal. But once again, I would say save this for your waifu decks, because this card only works with the Happy Maker Maki. The Happy Maker Maki is pretty meh. It's a 3-2 10k double R. It heals on play, and it gains 500 per character you have on the field during your opponent's turn. So like it's the Trial Deck Xenon from Sword Art Online in a double R, which is ridiculous. But honestly, once again, I'm not a big fan of like high-powered healers, and so like this Maki herself is only 10k base. She's not that strong, so it might be a little difficult for you to reverse things. But once again, do keep in mind that this card can reverse anything, unlike Starduster Himuro, which is discard, where you have to kill a level 2 or higher, I believe. Or was it a level 3? I don't remember. I haven't seen that card in a long time. But this one has no level restriction, so if your opponent is careless and has level 0s or 1s on the field, or level 2s even, you can kill them and then heal. And when they do try to kill it next turn, you can always just pay 1, and blue has access to a powerful backup. They have the 1-1-3-5 backup, and by level 3, you have access to the 2-1 3-5 backups as well. So Love Live has some pretty high power backups. So I guess with the right field setup, then I guess you can make this card work. But like still, I rather not. It's just not really worth running this card in my opinion, because you have to run the Happy Maker Maki, and honestly, the Happy Maker Maki is not that great. I only run 1 in my deck because I have to sign 1, so I have to run it. So when I play yellow, red, blue, I always run 1 Happy Maker Maki just to show off I have a signed level 3 Maki. But honestly, not very good. I shouldn't be running that. But like this Maki is just like, because you have to use it with another mediocre card, this makes the playability of this Maki that much lower. Also, your opponent can play around this ability. If they run bounce, they can just bounce your Happy Maker Maki, and then like they can attack into this Maki with no fear, because if you don't have the Happy Maker Maki, then she can't use her healing ability. So if they have a bounce, then you don't heal. Also, if they have a clock shooter on their turn, then you don't get to heal, because they clock shoot, and then they shoot the Happy Maker to your clock. Given she is high power on defense, but it's still very possible. They clock shoot the Happy Maker Maki, then once again her effect, she becomes a vanilla level 3 on the field that does absolutely nothing. So yeah, there's that. So there's ways to play around her ability, and the fact that she only works with a mediocre level 3 also lowers her playability, and also the fact that like it's just healing. Like she doesn't heal on play. So if you get her effect off once, you're just kind of paying for an expensive heal. To get a lot of value off this Maki, you're going to have to constantly be using her effect. But honestly, I don't really see that happening. Like you could play on your turn, play her, kill a level 0 or level 1 they have out. You heal. Next turn they slap down the level 3s. Lots of level 3s are high power nowadays. They could just kill off this Maki and then call it a day. Most players know that Love Live's highest power backup is 3-5, and that's not the strongest thing ever. So too many ways to play around this card. Also, the fact you're running it with a mediocre level 3, and also you have to be using this effect a lot to get a lot of value off this card. Makes me not like this card. And also Love Live, like the on play search for a music character. Love Live already has that in the first trial deck. There's the level 3 Honoka that on play search for a music, and every time another character attacks, you get plus 1k. If you want an on play search for a music character, just run the trial deck Honoka instead of this Maki. And for the waifu deck, it's a fun card. I think it's a lot of fun. I mean, like the level 3 game, like Maki's waifu deck, what she was lacking most was like a game ender, because all you had was a 3-2 Maki that came out at level 1. Or that came out at level 2, sorry. And the Happy Maker Maki, those didn't game end. They just kept hitting for 2 souls. So, like, I kind of wanted a game ender Maki, if anything. So, like, even if it was a gimmicky level 3 Maki, if it kind of gimmickly game ended, kind of like the Rin from the Volume 2 booster, I would be okay. But, like, the fact that all this does is just heal, 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 potentially heal, heal, heal. It's just like whatever. It's a fun card though, so I'll definitely be running it in my waifu deck. And it's only an R, which I'm happy about, so definitely should be getting a playset of these and just tossing them in my waifu deck. But in the main deck, honestly, don't run it at all. I talked about that Maki way too long. And lastly, Rin trial deck 2-1, 8k, TD. When you have 3 or more music characters, this card gains plus 1k. So if you have 3 or more music characters, it's 2-1, 9k. Honestly, very similar to the Kotori from the trial deck and from the first booster that was a 2-1 9k if you had like 3 or more music characters. It had the exact same conditions. However, I do think this one's higher base power. I don't remember. It's been a very long time since I've seen that trial deck Kotori card, but still 2-1 9k. Not that great. There are better level 2 options, especially in yellow. If you're going to run yellow and you want a 2-1, run the Umi from the first booster, because that one will be 10k most of the time before assist, which is just awesome. So this Rin, whatever. It's cute though. And that is all for this week. Not the greatest week. Some cool cards, I guess, like this Kotori. I like the combo a lot, but I don't find enough space in the main deck to be running this, because you have to be running this, you gotta be running this, and gotta be running this event. So just not enough. Just takes too much space for this combo to work. But for the waifu deck, I do think it's pretty solid. 500 global in the trial deck, really appreciate it. Like, why not have it? It's cool. I like this Maki a lot, but because it's Maki and it pluses you a billion. But like I said, I don't think Love Live has too many problems with plussing, and especially the waifu deck has no problems with plussing. So, and like ClimaxCombo lineup once again. Love Live has so many ClimaxCombo to choose from now. Think the 2-1 double attacker is better at this point. Hanayo, not the greatest, but I'll take it. It's a +1 level assist, so not the worst. This Kotori is just like meh, like don't like it. Level assist, better level assist is. Umi, I think is awesome. Definitely a very good uncommon. This Honoka is cool, it's cute, but I don't think I'm going to be running it, but not the worst. This Nico, as much as I hate it, it's kind of cool, because maybe in the future we will have yellowless builds, which will definitely spice things up. This Eddie, definitely save it for the waifu deck. This Hanayo, trial deck card, who cares? It's a vanilla. This Maki, just, damn it, Duishiro, just make it for music, damn it. Please, just change it, and no one will be mad. This Maki, once again, save it for the waifu deck. And this Rin, there are better 2-1 options. So this week was kind of a letdown. 2 double Rs, I believe. Yep, the Kotori double R. And, oh no, 3 double Rs, I'm sorry. The Nico double R, Kotori double R, and the Maki double R. Once, this week is just kind of a letdown. I don't like any of these double Rs, to be completely honest. Like, none of them excite me. So, quite a bummer. Pretty sad. We still have a couple of double Rs to go. The double R runner, I'm definitely excited about. I think, was that the only double? The Umi double R is not bad. But besides that, we have 2 more blue ones, 1 more red one, and one more green one. Yes, so one green, one red, and 2 blues to come. So 4 more double R's to be released. Hopefully they are very good, so that way it justifies me buying these boxes. But besides that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, guys.